Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Steve. I'm a full-time eBay reseller. I want to take you through my process of selling clothing, primarily men's clothing, from the time it comes in the door through shipping it out, when it gets sold. So I've listed and sold thousands of items on eBay, so I think I have a pretty good process. And I want to take you guys through it now. So obviously the first step is sourcing. I'm not going to cover that in this video. I do have a video on how to look up sell-through rates, which is part of that process. But really what I want to do here is take you from the time the inventory is in the door until it goes out. So look for a separate video on that. Like I said, I have this separate one for sell-through, but let's get right into it. So first up is photography. You want to have a nice, clean, well-lit area to take your pictures. I use my cell phone. There's other folks that like to use point-and-shoot cameras. But basically, let me give you a tour of my setup. All right, so here's my photo station. So main points for a photo station that are important is one, having a dedicated space. So that's what I have here. Some people take pictures on the floor. Some people have a hanger and take pictures against the wall. This would be considered more of a flat lay. I just like the way you can arrange the shirts that way, especially if I sell some larger size shirts. They don't sort of droop like the hanger may make them do. But anyway, so you want to have a dedicated clean space. You want to have lighting. So I have some lighting overhead here and on the sides just to make a nice bright area. And then the other thing I have here is a neutral background. That's another important thing. So this is like, I think I'd consider like a Sherpa fabric from Joann's Fabric. Underneath here, I just have a piece of foam board, like foam insulation board. Obviously, you can do anything you want with your station, but the nice thing about this fabric is one, the shirts sort of stick to it a little bit, so they'll stay in place. And then I prefer like a gray background to a white. I just think the clothes look a little better on it. And there's no confusion that, these are like stock photos or anything like that. So, I think that has a little bit better of a look. And then as far as camera goes, pretty much any modern smartphone that you have is going to take great pictures. Other folks like to use point and shoot cameras. That's fine as well. I do like to make the images square. That's more preferred on eBay. And then I use one of these. This is a gray card, 18% gray card. I'm not a photography expert, but this basically helps with the white balance. So the camera can calibrate against this card, and it'll help keep the backgrounds the same and stop your pictures from every background looking different. So this is something you can get on Amazon. It's like a couple bucks, but this will help give you better pictures as well. All right, so I'm going to show you guys quick the type of pictures I take for different types of items. So I'll show you guys a polo shirt, and then I'll just show you a pair of jeans just to give you an idea the kind of pictures that I would take. So I usually take this, full front shot of the shirt first. Then I'll take like the top half of the shirt and the bottom half. Any logos or anything that stands out. If there was anything wrong with this shirt, like any stains or holes or anything like that, I'd also take a picture of that. This shirt didn't have any of that. I'll do a close-up of the tag. And on occasion, I'll take a picture of the inside tag. This one I didn't, but depending on what the shirt is, sometimes I'll take the inside tag too, if it has what the material is, or whatever. I take measurements. So this is a measurement from the collar down to the bottom of the shirt. And then I do one pit to pit as well. Then I'll flip it over, take a picture of the back. And then same thing here, top half, bottom half, just let them zoom in if they'd want. And then I have a skew that I put on the shirt. So it's just numeric from lowest to highest. And then that's how I store the inventory. So I'll put this skew in the listing later. And that's how I'll find the shirt when it sells. I'd put them in boxes and put them on shelves here in my garage. So for a pair of jeans, just a little bit different. So same thing here, full frontal picture. I'll take a picture of the top half, like the waist, anything, you can see sort of the thighs, if there's any whiskering or, any other interesting artifacts for the jeans. I'll take a picture of the bottom half. Again, do measurements. So here I'll do waist, I'll do rise, and then I'll do the inseam. So I take 3 measurements for pants. The back side here, again, top half, bottom half. Especially down here, you want to take note of anything on the bottom, like any wear on the bottom of the jeans. And then again, the skew. So just an idea. eBay allows, I think, up to like 24 pictures now, so it's a balance. You don't want to have 1 or 2 pictures. If you have a decent amount of pictures, that'll help you rank on eBay in the search. But at the same time, you don't want to max out pictures and make it take extra long to end up doing listings. So some balance. I usually have maybe somewhere around like 10 to 12. If there's something wrong with it, maybe a few more, but that's sort of the average number of pictures that I would take. All right, so let's get into the listings here. So what I like to do is a method called selling similar off my own listings. Over time, as you build up selling the same type of items, it's helpful because you don't have to add all the information. A lot of it's already going to be there. And it also makes sure that you don't create any issues with shipping policies and return policies and that sort of thing, because it's always using your own data. So I'm going to go ahead and search. I had a polo, flesh pony was the first item. So I'll pull up one from my store. And I'll do sell similar. And then the first thing I do is I remove the images and I upload the new ones. So let me do that. Oh, sorry, on the Mac. Make sure to select them all individually when I do it this way. So here's all my pictures. It'll just take a second to load. Then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to fill out the title. So Ralph Lauren Polo. The order that I do it in is brand and then item. So like what is it? Is it a polo? Is it a pair of pants? Is it a button-down shirt? Whatever. Then gender, then size, then color, and then keywords. So I'll put that on the screen here, but that's the order that you want to put the listing in. That's the most optimized way for eBay to understand what it is and return search results. So I always check here the size, right? This is a 3XLT. So I'll put Ralph Lauren Polo. You can do it the other way, Polo Ralph Lauren, but I don't like saying Polo Ralph Lauren Polo. So sometimes I'll just reverse it like this. But I'll put the brand in you'll see in the item specifics so that it's covered both ways. But anyway, Ralph Lauren Polo, men's. This is a 3XLT. So I'll update that to 3XLT. This is beige. It's flesh pony. So I'll leave that. This is actually a Pima Soft Touch. So I'll include that in the listing. And then short sleeve. So this gives me the options to automatically fill some of these in. So I'll take the size and the brand. I do a custom SKU, so that's what I took a picture of before. You see here, actually I make it the last picture, 4535. So I'll put that custom SKU here. And then I also put the pricing. I do that a particular way, so that's not really relevant for you. But I like having either the price, or if I don't know it yet, I put a placeholder in, and I update that later. But anyway, this is the SKU that I use to find the item when it ships. So now down here, I'm going to pick Polo Ralph Lauren as the brand. So the required item specifics, you got to fill these all out. So Polo Ralph Lauren beige. This is actually a big and tall. So it's 3XLT. It's men's department, and it's a polo. And then some of these other options were already populated from the previous listing. This is just the optional item specifics. So Pima Soft Touch is here. Short sleeve is here. The pattern is solid. It's a regular fit. Material was cotton. It's knit. It has some stretch to it, so I use that as a keyword from time to time. You don't have to fill out all this. Some items actually don't even belong. Like, I'm not sure that it's made in China, so you just can take that off. Anyway, but these things are saved, so you see if you're selling similar items, you don't really have to change a lot of this stuff. It's already here. You have to do it the first time that you sell something brand new, but then going forward, a lot of this is filled out for you already. So then in condition, again, I have this blurb that's in here, all the time. If there was some defect with this shirt, which there isn't, I would include it here in the front. But otherwise, this is sort of the standard message that I have for my condition. But again, if there is something wrong, you want to accurately describe that. I also have a template down here in the description. So I take the title and I list it here in the for sale part. If there was anything in the condition description, I would include that here. And then I just have a blurb, about my store, how I ship, and to come back for new items being posted weekly. So down here, I'll do my pricing. Since this is a large size, I'll raise it just a bit from what that large was, and that's just, I know what it sells for because I sell a bunch of these. I have payment policies in place already, so that's up to your discretion. Like, I don't require immediate payment, but that's you can do whatever you want there. I do allow offers, and I don't have any minimums. You can send anything you want because I'll counter anything that anyone sends. Here I have shipping policies set up, so I know that this is under £1, so I'll use this under £1 shipping policy, so that I can send it out usually through USPS Ground Advantage, or on occasion I do ship out UPS Saver. We can get into that when we cover shipping here shortly. I do have the package size pre-selected just to make the shipping easier, but I don't weigh it ahead of time. I don't weigh it until I actually ship it. And again, this is just a convenience thing for me. It doesn't matter if you do that or not. Going down through, you have the option to add promoted listings if you want. So in this case, I am promoting 10%. This is completely discretionary based on your numbers, your business. And then what I do here is I save for later, because I save the listings and then I launch them, kind of save them into a draft bank and then launch them. So I'll just do one more quick. We'll do those pair of jeans just to show you the differences, if it's something like that. So they were Levi's 501s. So these are all 501s from my store. So if I just pick a pair of 501s, sell similar again. Same deal here, remove the pictures. Drop the new ones in. These were 3830s. So I'll update that. 3830. Dark wash denim. Straight fit button fly. Again, I sell tons of these, so they're very similar. Put in an updated SKU. Update the size here. So the size is the waist size for jeans and the inseam. So that's required. And then as you go through here, you see you have options like setting the waist, which is obviously here 38. The model, so 501 is a model that's listed, so I do have that populated. Just the more this have populated, the more the search results will pick up these types of things. So you don't have to fill out all of it. I definitely wouldn't recommend filling out every single one. But some things, if it's relevant to the listing and you think it'll help, think people are searching for it, fill it out. That's sort of the rule of thumb for the optional section. Again, same deal here with the condition description and the regular description. I just have those templates in here. In this case, I don't have to change the price at all because that's what I do list them at. I know the jeans are going to be over £1, so I have that populated. Same thing for the promoted listings, and that's pretty much it. So really the key is to make sure that you have the title structure that makes sense. So you have, again, brand, item type, gender, the size, the color, any keywords that are going to help sell the item, right? Whatever that is, and then you fill out the other specifics, the ones you're required to, and then as many of the optional ones, that makes sense, and that'll help it be found in search. So that's it for listings. All right, so now that we took photos of the items, we listed the items, there's one more thing left to do, and that's two things, I guess: store and then ship the items. So I use what was originally, I think, put out there by Daily Refinement. It's the method where you use boxes. You bag the items and you put them in boxes, numerical order, to keep track of your inventory. So that's what I do here. Just show you guys. There's some of my storage. So it's just boxes on a shelf, that go left to right, numeric order. Those SKUs that I put in the listings before, and you just end up with, a box like this that front to back, has your numbers, has your SKUs. When the order is placed, you'll see that SKU go to the right place, in your inventory, pull it out, and you're good to go. Having it in numeric order or in chronological order basically is what it ends up being as well. It's helpful if it gets misplaced, maybe if it ends up in the wrong box or something like that. You still know the general area that you're dealing with, so you don't lose items. And canceling an order because you lost an item is like one of the worst things you can do on eBay. So it's very important that you keep track of your inventory and you can fulfill those orders. So anyway, so that's how I store it. I store it in these bags, which are just 10 by 13 resealable bags. You could also use poly bags. I like these because sometimes I get questions on hey, can I get this extra measurement, or can you give me a picture of something else, or what color is this? It's hard to tell, blah blah blah. So it's nice that you can just open it up and then put it back, without wasting a bag. But anyway, so I bag them like that. I have a digital scale, which again you can get these anywhere. You don't need to spend $1 million on it. And then I just use for clothes these 10 by 13 poly bags. I have some bigger ones if I'm selling shoes or it's a multi-item order. Obviously if it gets really big, I'll box it, but 95% of everything I sell will fit in these. So just very simply. And one thing I'll actually recommend, these the ones I have aren't that way, but when you buy these, if you get ones that have a foil strip instead of a clear strip like these are, they don't stick to you. So these clear strips, when you pull them off, they're going to stick all over the place, and they're kind of annoying. So I'd recommend if you get these on Amazon or wherever else, look for the ones that have a foil strip, a silver, whatever foil strip, and they're 1,000 times better. So anyway, you get your order. I keep it right in this bag. Pack it up, weigh it. When you're shipping, everything gets rounded up. So if it's 12.5 ounces or whatever, you round to 13. eBay will show you what the cheapest way to ship is, as far as is it postal service, is it UPS, whatever. For clothes like this, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the postal service. That's the cheapest, Ground Advantage. Still gets there relatively quick, and the prices are fairly inexpensive. So so shipping really isn't that bad. A lot of people get nervous about it, but once you get in there and you do it a few times, it's you'll become an expert, and it's really really not that hard. So that's it for shipping. So that's it. That's my process. Sort of end to end for when things come in the door. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If it is, I do put up more videos like this, thrift hauls, that sort of thing. Also, what sold videos. So definitely consider liking and subscribing if you want more of this type of content. Let me know in the comments below if you do anything different as far as your process, or any questions or anything you have. I answer every comment that you guys leave. Really appreciate those. So so that's it. Till next time, we'll see you.